Happy fall and welcome to my garden. So today I am inviting you into both my front yard and my backyard for a garden tour. It is, I guess, technically fall, but it sure doesn't feel like fall. It has been over 100 degrees all week. Today it's going to get to 101, but I've got the pumpkin spice, we've got the mums, and all things fall. So I invite you to also grab a cup of coffee and join me in my garden. Let's go. We'll get started here. This is as you walk out of my sliding glass door to the backyard. I love how the oleanders kind of enclose the backyard and create like a room. It's like an extension of the house. And then that purple plum in between, I think is a really nice contrast as well. That is my kitchen window. I've got lots of fun things going on here, really falling it up. One of my favorites, the endless summer hydrangea. I didn't know that our local nursery, France Nursery, actually grows these here. I was thinking that they were coming from, somewhere in the coast and used to coastal weather and would not love it here. Until I had the tour, which I do have a video of that tour. And that's where I learned that they grow here. So these are actually acclimated to our heat. And so, isn't that so pretty? I've got some little pumpkins and mums. Fun fall. I'm trying to make it fall. Okay, then here, the sitting area. Nice place to hang out. The marigolds I picked up at Costco. Aren't those so pretty? They scream fall. Got my waterfall there. This is new to my garden, my patio. It's a white rose, a patio tree. Just added that. And then I underplanted it with some mums and snapdragons, and of course, one of my favorites, foxtail ferns. Probably need a dead head. These, yep, I do. I need a dead head. But look how pretty and sweet those are. My orange tree. The sweet potato vine is still going. This is new to my garden. It's an azalea. The Encore Autumn Angel. Blooms in the spring, summer, and fall. So this is my first azalea. I'm gonna try it. I've never had one before, but I think since this is primarily shade, it should be happy there. And I did hook up irrigation right to the pot because what I had in there before was a boxwood, and I didn't realize that the sprinkler had come out of the pot and I lost that boxwood. So I gotta keep an eye on that, make sure that that doesn't get blown away. And then I have the hydrangeas that I did the cuttings. I also did a video on that. It's time to open those up and see how they're doing. At the swing. One of my favorite sitting areas. If you follow me, you know that's where I just love to sit in the morning and have my coffee. Our fire pit area. We still haven't had it cold enough to turn this on, but we're hopeful. Aren't those marigolds so pretty? Oh, so vibrant. Okay, a little japonica there. That's a spider japonica. Another white iceberg rose. White iceberg roses do really well with our heat. And then guys, I want to share with you. So I have these candles that were actually being ready to be thrown away. And they were inside at first, then I brought them out and it was just looking dringy and ready to go. And I went ahead and just sprayed it with WD-40, and you guys, it looks brand new. It looks brand new. It revived it so much. And then I was worried about it being like sticky and like things sticking to it. Nope, not at all. Not at all. It is a little dusty because of everything happening, but it's not sticky at all. So great tip there. Revive your stuff with WD-40. How pretty that view is right there. I love that Dianella, that texture that adds to the garden. And then this is a red bud tree. I don't know the specific variety of this one, but that foliage is so pretty. It is not evergreen. It is going to lose its leaves, but when it blooms in the spring, it has the prettiest purple blooms. And then a hibiscus. And this is my little Saint Therese. Oh, that pot needs some water. Oops, I'll come back and water that one. Camellia. And then my angel garden. So my fountain, look how nice that sounds. So the angel wings did not do as well as I thought they would. And I don't know if it's because I didn't water it enough or watered it too much, but this whole area needs to just be cleaned out and redone. But I think I'm just gonna wait until the spring and redo it in the spring. The vinca has been so far the star of this corner, and it is starting to die down. But really the vinca is the star of the show. This is a St. John Paul rose. No blooms right now, but it is full of buds. So we'll have some. Oh, the sprinklers are turning on. As we come around this way, I've got the iceberg standard tree there. Also needs to be deadheaded. The oak leaf hydrangea, I'm not sure that it's gonna like it there. I thought it was gonna get more sun than it actually does. This is actually more shade than I realized. And that's gonna need some sun to bloom, so I might have to move that one. There's our cat Cupcake. Hi Cupcake, hey kitty kitty. And then a little Meyer lemon tree that's just a baby, but it does so many lemons. Yes, kitty. Look at all those. Oh, they're just so tiny. Tiny, tiny tree. And then a fig tree. This one's a tiger fig. So I'm excited about those. I did get to harvest a couple of those and they are super sweet. I've got my little vineyard over there, my Portuguese uva shade. I did remove the, what was it? The African daisies that were here. They obviously were not getting enough sun and just not happy. So I removed those and I planted a juga. It's a ground cover and it gives off these pretty purple blooms. I have some in the front and it's doing so well that I thought, you know what, that's what I'm gonna add here. So the ajuga is a ground cover that does well in sun and shade. So that side over there gets no sun. It's primarily just shade. And over here, this gets a little bit of morning sun. So hopefully that does well and fills that in here pretty. I tried doing bulbs here, and again, it's not enough sun. They just don't do well there. I've got a little hammock there for enjoyment. A fruitless mulberry tree. I just love these trees. They cast such a refreshing shade. And we go into the vegetable garden. So in the vegetable garden, I still have a zucchini plant that's going. Got some snapdragons that I'm gonna be planting in my front yard. I did plant some onions, Swiss chard. These are the cabbage, the ornamental cabbage that I started from seed, and those are ready to be separated. So I need to plant those up. But I don't know if you got a chance to watch that video, but those seed were actually a year and a couple years old. So I wasn't afraid of not getting any germination. But hey, not bad, right? We're gonna have some cabbage. In that container there, I planted some garlic. I love fresh garlic. And usually I plant a lot of garlic, but this time I'm just gonna keep it to that container. And then this is all lettuce that's looking so pretty. I've got romaine lettuce, butter crunch, some collard greens, this one is, oh my goodness, what is this one? Batavia lettuce? I'm pronouncing that wrong. Batavia lettuce? I've not tried that one before. And some Bibb lettuce. Bambi. And then I planted some chamomile in there as well. I love how that looks. Just so fresh and cute. And they're already making such a difference. I planted these last weekend and I already see a difference. They're happy. On this side, there's my one of my crepe myrtles, and I don't know if you got a chance to see the tour that I did at France Nursery. The grape myrtles that they have there are covered in blooms. They are just the prettiest thing ever. And mine do not look like theirs. But I do have some blooms, and these attract so many pollinators. I love that. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I did wrong. Oh, let me show you the grapes. I have quite a bit of grapes. Now these are not a family favorite because the kids don't like them. They do have huge seeds, but the flavor is like no other. A little cutie tree, the little orange cuties. And then this garden bed is time to probably clean it out, but I've still been harvesting cherry tomatoes. So as long as I'm getting cherry tomatoes, it gets to stay. Oh, I've got some of the peppers. These are the orange snack peppers. Oh, there's one there that's ready to go. When it gets to that color, they're ready. But I've got quite a bit on here. It's so cute because they look like jalapenos and like they would be spicy. But it's the complete opposite. Super sweet. Lunchbox snacking peppers. And then this is another of the, let's see. So like little cuties. I do have that curling happening. So I'm gonna try to see if we can stop that. That's that little insect that gets in there and starts creating those little lines and curling the leaves. I gotta treat that. And then this is a new addition to the garden. This is the Double Delight Haza, the Rose Double Delight. And it's so fun because when I posted a picture on Instagram of it, when the blooms were pretty and fresh, so many people commented that they have these roses, and in particular, someone commented that it was in his mom's garden and he moved it to his sister's, so it's like it's gone on for generations. So I thought that was really cute. Okay. Oh, this is the fruit tree that gives off multiple fruits. It has peaches, nectarines, and plums, primarily plums, but I want to trim it down so that it's, you know, we can reach the fruit. Because what point is it to have fruit up there that I can't reach? Even if I got on a ladder, I can't get up that high. So I want to trim that down and keep it, you know, just tiny and cute. Then my she shed. Those containers were painted by my nieces. I had them come over and I gave them paint and they just went at it. They started out really cute and then they just got into it. And I think it's so fun. I think it's so fun. These are pollinator magnets. And I'm so excited to have this in my garden. So I was at Home Depot and I literally was sitting there watching the bees, just enjoying this. And after sitting there for a couple minutes, like this is not exaggerating, I was sitting there for a couple minutes just enjoying them. I thought, okay, I just need to bring some of these home. And so I decided to put those there. They're so pretty. And underplanted with some marigolds. Back here I keep my soil, and I've got another fig tree. Give you a peek of my she shed. I know sheds usually are messy and like, you know, but I try to keep my garden bench tidy and cute. But it definitely is my happy place. Got my OxyTurf stuff up there, my Espoma gardening stuff, fertilizers. So fun. This little mailbox that I put here is so handy. This was an idea from Hooked and Rooted, Steph. So this has some shears and just like things that I need to get to real quick, my gardening gloves. So if I'm out here, I could just go in there and grab those without having to unlock the shed. Very handy tip. Again, that was from Steph at Hooked and Rooted. Brilliant. These sconces are so fun too. I picked those up at a Goodwill. You know, those look so cute on each side of it. So that's a little character to it. Over on this side, this is a Portocarpus, and this is a really special tree. I planted this with my niece. She came over when she was younger, little. So this has been here 2-3 years. And it was so fun that day to plant that with her. So that's a very memorable tree. I got some boxwoods there. Really pretty from this angle too. Oh my gosh, it does look like fall. If only it would start to feel like fall. We're hopeful. And over here, I've got the sitting area. And for all of you that know Charlie, that is Charlie's spot. Charlie's favorite spot to hang out. He just makes himself comfortable. That's where he sleeps at night. It's basically his patio. Huh, Charlie? Huh, Charlie? Yeah, he says hi. Oh, back here I have some boxwoods. And then I just put those iron trellises there just for decor. A jade plant. I have taken so many clippings from this. It's been here a while and it's just so happy there. And again, look how thick it's starting to get. I've taken a lot of clippings from this one. This planter under my kitchen, I've got these little mums that I just added again for the fall color. A little angel. Oh, I should spray WD-40 on that pot. It'll revive that. My hose link, lots of different ferns, and shade-loving plants, because this is primarily shade. In my front yard, so for those of you that watched me do my fall spruce up, I had those Halloween wreaths that I wasn't excited about. And then I went in and looked at my stash, and I had these. So these are just evergreen, kind of boxwoody look. And then the little pumpkins. So I switched those out quickly. Added some pumpkins and some mums. And then this is the fall container. It's looking pretty good. I did add the lemon coral sedum. Added that to it. The zinnias, not all of them took, but some of them are still going. The mums that I thought were white were actually yellow. So I'm not upset about that, that's fine. And then the front yard needs a lot of TLC. So all of these olive bushes, they need to be trimmed. I need to definitely clean up the front yard, but that's what gardening is. There's always something to do. And this is my, what I call my bird garden. Definitely need to trim back those agapanthus. Those are done. And there's, you know, things that need to be trimmed, like that olive bush. This garden area is filling in so pretty. It's just getting all full and lush, but I need to trim that one there. You can't even see the birdhouse. And then deadhead those there. The boxwoods need to be trimmed. But again, I've got to wait till it's cooler. This olive tree. I'm actually going to take some of these and clip some and bring them inside. Bring that outdoors in. There's the ajuga. See how that just filled in so nice? And yes, there's a couple dry leaves, but guys, it's been, you know, 100 plus. We got to remember that. And these do get some sun here. You can hear the birds. The walkway that I planted up. The mums are looking so pretty. The petunias are starting to fill in. What a difference. And it's only been 2 weeks. So this is the olipop that has been struggling with some sort of borers, but I think it's looking pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. That looks so scary, doesn't it? But I don't see any new dead leaves, dead branches. So I don't know, we'll see. And this doesn't look too bad. Like that might even be new growth there. I don't know. It's definitely struggling. Definitely struggling. Especially when you compare it to these that are just, you know, just so full and lush. These here are always so pretty. This green, just so healthy and vibrant. This is that hydrangea that I did a hard prune on. It's alive. And look, the leaves are starting to change. This one's gonna lose all its leaves. This is a magnolia. So my wild and crazy olive bushes that need trimming, but again, I'm gonna keep waiting, wait a little bit. The vinca is doing still very well. That's a hydrangea. I did already clean up that a little bit, but it looks like there's more blooms to clean up. Lots to do. More of the limelights, getting their fall look to them. This is the front corner of my garden. The vinca is still doing its thing. It is starting to yellow, but this is where I want to plant snapdragons. So the snapdragons are in the back. They're going to go here in this corner. This thing has been blooming and flushing all summer. It's a pollinator magnet. On this side, I have this container with the wire vine and a red rose, a foxtail fern, more of the olive bushes, another limelight. the Rose of Sharon white hibiscus. This is interesting. So this plant is definitely white, right? It's a white Rose of Sharon hibiscus. But once in a while, I get like one purple vibrant bloom. It is the strangest thing. Not sure how that's happening, but it is. This is the other corner of my garden. That bougainvillea has been blooming all summer. Oh, look how pretty the clouds are. Magnolia. The vinca still going. The summerific hydrangea is done. But I did notice yesterday that this hibiscus is gonna put on another show. We're gonna have some more blooms there. So nice and full. So I hope you enjoyed this stroll of my garden. It really is my happy place, and I just love being out here, and I love sharing it with you. If you enjoyed this video and you love all things gardening, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and I'm also going to link some videos that I think you'll enjoy. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and until next time, happy gardening.